closes them with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To the air, Allen. That's complete right around the 8. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start with an AFC East matchup. The New York Jets taking on New England in Foxborough. And it's the Jets who have the lead with that one getting close to halftime. Garrett Wilson, a touchdown reception. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Josh Downs, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. The Panthers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We saw the big man, Damian Harris, put together a solid first half. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the 2nd half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin. Throwing on first down is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 60 yards. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Come on, baby. Get it on right now.
Look out.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, he stays up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Now we've got a timeout for an injured player, and oh, this is certainly notable. That's Josh Allen, who's in some pain out there. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Delay of game, offense.
Can't do that.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Now Allen, eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Reggie Gilliam, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just...
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Gabriel Davis
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Damian Harris with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches.
We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
215 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And all the way down to the 9. A big play here for Buffalo. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Damian Harris halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead, and some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
5th catch of the afternoon. It's a 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play.
Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
Let's go now.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Here's Allen. Flushed out right. Sheds off breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Throwing now is caught by Davis.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our marks on.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jets and the Bills, and it's coming up next.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They hand this off to Harris. Oh, gets through, and now an opening. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Allen, little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points with the way that they're moving.
That he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Damian Harris, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive...
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw pulled in by Robinson here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And getting this just shy of midfield, is spotted at the 49. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, It'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On the give, this is Harris. He stiff arms him, breaks through the contact, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bills are once again back in front.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive to less into double-digit snaps. You need to score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, as you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused. And some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they built up all season long.
There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Trent Sherfield, 61 yards.
And the Bills have yet again retaken the lead.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half. So this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Oh, he fakes a spike.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind. Toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They make it even bigger plays in the passing game. And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And strong running here on the first 2 plays of the drive. He's got another first down on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. They run with Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Finding Knox there, complete. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 120 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Harris. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Here's Allen to throw it. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Bills are able to widen their advantage.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty good.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight."
Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. First down, and they go back to Harris. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 88 yards. And the Bills are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big time mix.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it would appear that that first round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Allen off the play fake. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hold in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. And now what's this? They faked the spike. He'll throw it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Oh, he fakes a spike. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Allen now looks to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Let's go now.
They run for it with Harris.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.